everyone, welcome to another one of my videos. Today I wanted to do a short and simple tutorial on how I go about doing backgrounds for my cards. If you are familiar with my cards, I like to use Distress inks to create my backgrounds. For one, you can do so many things with them. They blend beautifully, and another one, it saves me a lot of Copic ink, which is pretty expensive. So today I went ahead and colored this cute little image from Sasayaki glitter stamps, and I already did that to save time with Copic markers, and I went ahead and cut it. And I had already embossed this brick pattern on this cardstock, and I am going now to, I would have loved to use the stencil, but I don't have one, so I have to do with what I have. So I'm going to use this Ranger fire brick color, and I am going to sponge the color onto this background, so to create my wall for my little cowgirl, or sheriff. She's a sheriff. And there she is again. So I am going to go ahead and ink my sponge, and very carefully, because brick is not all even, you know, the coloring. I'm going to try to do the best I can. Oh, sometimes I like to do that, make sure. This is a pretty, like it says fiery brick, so I'm assuming it's going to have a lot of red into it. I like to start with the corners and off the paper. I start in the mat, and then I roll into the cardstock, and I like to start with the corners first. And here I go, just adding the color on, and then I move to the center. And I guess I don't have to color so much of the center because I am going to have a window in the middle of this card. But and this is a great thing about those wonderful embossing folders. You can go over with color, and it brings it really pops whatever you embossed into it. So I'm just gonna go around and look at it and see if I'm happy with it, and then I think that's pretty good. I don't have to really go over the whole thing. So that's my background wall. I was trying to decide what I was going to do, and I was dying to try this. This is actually a new embossing folder I bought at the local craft store. So I'm going to use my trusty baby wipes and wipe my surface so I can continue working. And wipe it off. As you know, Distress inks are activated with water, so you don't want to get ink all over you anyway on the back of the card or anything. So here we go. I have my brick wall. You can see that. I had already used Distress inks for this window. This is white, and I wanted to look a little aged. I used the brown. I didn't have a closer color to the brick, so I used like a brown. I used this one. It's a vintage photo, and I am going to use this on my brick wall. I may add a little more reddish to it, just to, let's see if I do that, because what I did, I went ahead and sponge color lightly around it to kind of age it and give it some color so it wasn't stark white. And then I created a background like a lightly yellowish background, so it's like the light is on inside the house. And I just did this to have a difference between the wall and the floor. So I may just bunch a little bit of red around the corners just to darken it a little bit so it blends better with my wall, my brick wall. And so I'm just showing you how I'm doing this. Just go over around the corners. I still have ink, so, and I don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit there. And once I do this, then I'll see how good it looks, if I had to add more or just leave it alone, or if I totally messed it up. So let's see, should be good. Alright, so here's my wall again, and I think maybe that ties in a little better, I think. So there's my, I don't know if that looks straight, but then here's my scene that I'm trying to create for my little cowgirl. So that's basically what I do. Sometimes I create a whole background of using distress inks, like a card I did recently where I created grassy slopes and clouds. In this card I decided just to use a brick wall, use distress inks to add some color to it, and then I did a window. I cut it out with a die and then did the simple, very simple interior. So I am not going to put the whole card together today. I just wanted to show you how I kind of work different ways, and basically I haven't decided yet how I'm going to put it all together, and I don't like to make my video super long. I don't want to bore you to death. So and then I'm gonna put this little girl here, there, as you can see, and then I have, probably will use this sentiment that I had already stamped, hot diggity dog. I think it's cute, something she would say. So I will figure out where I want to put it, and then I went ahead and cut out some stars that I use glitter on, and I'm waiting for them to dry to kind of put them around the card because she's a sheriff, so I want to do some stars, and I will keep it as simple as possible. So that is it for today. Again, I used Copic markers to color her. I used a die to cut the window and created a simple background with this color, light yellow cardstock, and then I did a little bit on the flooring using distress inks as well, and then the brick wall. So I will show you at the end of the video. When I finish the card, I'll show it to you how I put it together, and I hope this gave you some ideas on what to do with your cards when you don't have a whole lot. Just use your embossing folders. I also have this rope and I may use it, so we'll see. So just tune in and check my video and see what I ended up doing, and please like and comment and subscribe, and thank you so much for stopping by. Bye bye.